Outside are two actors who will play the role of recently bereaved people. They are also suspects.
Right, we should be all set now, folks.
It will be the investigators' job to interview them, while the rest of the group watch next door via CCTV. First up are Nick and Sam. The trainees don't know it yet, but their first trial in the murder game will be dealing with the victim's family only hours after the murder. It's a critical event. If they get off to the wrong start, the relationship with the family may break down. Consequences will be dire.
We were quite nervous when we went in. We weren't quite sure what we were going to find or how we would deal with it between us. We hadn't had a chance to really talk about, you do the questions, I'll do the observation, nothing like that.
Do you know where Gary was tonight?
Yeah. Where? He was in Leeds. In Leeds.
All I knew is that I had to go and talk to a female whose partner had just been killed outside a gay nightclub.
Right.
Were you just at home? Was he?
I know this is very difficult. It must be so difficult.
Where was he?
What sort of person was he? I don't know what Gary was like. It's just one of the areas.
Only a few police officers put themselves forward for what some consider as one of the hardest jobs in the force.
It was a gay club, and we just wondered if any of
In the game, the investigators will have to put personal and provocative questions to people that they would never ask in regular life. It's not going to be easy.
were any of the friends homosexual?
Why do you want to know what he's like? No.
I would not like to do that as a job. Even though it was only an actress, I was getting in on her emotions and I was like, I really felt for her.
Do you want to go and check on your daughter?
No, I'd have heard her.
Okay.
I'd have heard her.
Right, I'll go and give them a knock.
This is something of a double lesson for the group. When the murder game begins, everyone they meet will be an actor. The trainee investigators must get used to this and treat them as if they were real witnesses and suspects. The trainee investigators' hard work in the classroom has been rewarded with an evening trip to the force's firing range. First, Martin Jeffrey shows the trainee investigators some of the firearms the police have at their disposal. Then they are let loose on the police's firearms training simulator. How they perform will reveal the speed of their reactions and if they can remain calm in a crisis.
Hey, what's going on here? I'm a police officer. Put the weapon down now!
They're both qualities they will need if they're to stand a chance of winning the game.
I was given what I consider to be one of the harder simulating scenes. Hello?
Oh, officer, you scared me, yeah. Fuse is burned out of the house. I needed a knife to get the fuse out.
It was confusing, very fast, and I made a complete idiot of myself.
Okay, no problem. I can imagine it kind of looks kind of funny, doesn't it?
No, put your hands up now, please. Oh God, that was awful.
You know, I was thinking so bad.
Of course, I'd be gum up straight away, guilty before innocent. One shot wonder, McNally, like, got him.
Hello, my name's Rory McNally from County Tyrone, Northern Ireland, living in London, occupation working on the railway lines.
Outside his job in railway maintenance, Rory is a self-confessed couch potato who loves to joke and loaf in equal measures. However, it would be a mistake to write him off.
Well, my best qualities for being a good investigator would probably be I'm a quick learner. Like, you only have to tell me something once, like, it'll stick in my head. And plus, I find myself cute. Cute being, suss things out very quickly, you know what I mean?
Very often if he's given something to do, particularly maybe if he's up against it and he's maybe not expected to do it, then he'll really apply himself and be determined to succeed in whatever task he's been given.
Put your hands above your head. On, please!
I think he's dead.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
On, please. Look at the weapon.
Ease now.
Police, come out of that room! Police, come out of that room! Put your weapon down!
I killed them both! I did probably the only thing that isn't possible, and I killed 2 men with 1 bullet. I was actually quite impressed with that.
As the course draws to its close, the 10 seem to be getting on famously. Ultimately, however, they are competitors, and opinions are starting to form from within the group and from outside.
Nick, to me, I think I'd have him in the police force tomorrow.
Very good looking. I mean, very good looking. Not that that's got to do with anything.
It wouldn't surprise me if Nick had done some reading or some research about investigations prior to his arrival on the course.
As long as you cook it, we'll watch it.
Says get me, come on.
Andrew, I think, is very knowledgeable.
On speaking with him, he certainly had more knowledge than what he displayed in class.
I'm not sure what he would bring to the team.
He didn't interact with the group as much as I expected. That may be a problem.
Rory, the group comedian, but a lot brighter than what he'd like people to think.
He acts about, but he listens. You know he's listening, he's taking it on board.
Rory, I believe, could be the one that comes through at the end of the day. He's the stalking horse, is Rory. Sam is a people person.
My favourite member of the whole team is Sam. I think she's got a very quick mind.
I was impressed as soon as you told me she was a housewife, because she seemed very intelligent. Sarita I found a bit posh at the start, but I got to know her and she was a nice girl.
Very laid back, very chilled, nothing seems to bother her, nothing seems to faze her.
Out of everyone in the class, she was the sleepy one.
She'll have gained the knowledge and she'll have stored the knowledge, but whether she can be bothered to use it is another matter.
It's breakfast time at the training centre, and the investigators are loading up with brain food to see them through their final day.
Spot the pig.
Bishop Garth has been home to the trainees for 5 days, but from tomorrow they'll be living here at HQ. This is where the murder game investigators will live and work throughout the case. However, to solve the crime, they will have to leave the security of HQ and go out into the unpredictable world of Blackwater. Only there will they be able to gather the vital evidence that will enable them to stay in the game.
This will be handy.
George is outside preparing an investigation scenario that will give the trainee investigators a sense of what's to come in the murder game.
Behind the sun visor we'll put a reward card in. The reward card hasn't got any identification, but there's a serial number, so they should, if they find it, there, they should seize that, and we'll put a knife in. Now we've got to be careful with the knife, but we are going to give them a health warning, so we need to hide this somewhere that they're really going to have to look to find it.
He's hiding a number of items of potential value as evidence inside a car and around the training centre's exercise house, where a pretend murder victim waits amid what police professionals would call an orgy of evidence. The trainees will be expected to find every item and correctly package each one in the way they've been trained. However, George is keen that they shouldn't find everything, and decides on a hiding place that's an old favourite.
The police have been called to a disturbance at an address nearby. There is